We've been hearing from the other body a lot about how the Senate isn't taking up House bills. Now that seems to be as though the Senate is supposed to somehow be a rubber stamp for the other body. Well, we just celebrated Constitution Day last week, and the Constitution doesn't provide for the Senate to automatically take up bills from the other body. Maybe it's time for a reminder about how the Founding Fathers intended the Senate to work. So I'm going to give a short quote by James Madison in Federalist Paper 62, entitled "The Senate." Quote, "The necessity of a Senate is not less indicated by the propensity of all single and numerous assemblies to yield to the impulse of sudden and violent passions, and to be seduced by factious leaders into intemperate and pernicious resolutions." Now, I'm not saying, end of quote, I'm not saying that the House of Representatives passes intemperate and pernicious resolutions, but at least the Founding Fathers thought that that was, could happen, and they had the Senate to be a check on the House of Representatives, just like the House of Representatives can be a check on anything that we do. So there are now over 80 bills that have passed both houses, but there's some that can't pass the Senate, and there's probably some that the Senate feels shouldn't even be brought up. But the difference between the House and Senate and some contemplation by the Senate to be very cautious, that's how the Constitution meant the Senate was supposed to work. And I hope leaders of the House of Representatives will be reminded of that from time to time. And that's my purpose today. I yield the floor.